Let the battles begin.
Okay, I'm going to draw for 10. I will play a Blood Crypt, tapped and pass.
I will draw for 10. I am going to play a forest. I'm going to tap the forest to put down a Cliffhaven Kite Sail.
I'll untap the draw for 10. I am going to play a snow-covered mountain. I'm going to tap the Blood Crypt and the snow-covered mountain to play a Talisman of Indulgence, which I can tap for black or for red. Your turn.
Untap my forest. Draw. I am just going to play another forest and pass turn.
Okay, I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw for turn. I am going to, this time, play a Haunted Ridge. Haunted Ridge comes into play untapped because I control 2 or more other lands, can tap for black or red. I'm going to tap all of these and play Prosper.
Oh, here we go.
Here he is. And I can't do anything else with my turn, so I'm going to go to my end step. Prosper will exile this top card of my library, which I can play until the end of my next turn. It is Zorn.
I will draw for turn. I am going to play a Swarmyard. Then I'm going to tap all 3 for a Roiling Regrowth. I'm going to sacrifice a land. I will sacrifice just a basic forest, which is going to go to the graveyard. Search for 2 basic land cards, put them on the battlefield tapped. Then I will shuffle my library. And then I will do nothing else with my turn.
Going to draw for turn. I am going to play a snow-covered swamp. First thing I'm going to do is tap Talisman and the swamp and the snow-covered mountain to play Zorn from exile. When I play Zorn from exile, this will trigger Pact Boon on Prosper, Tomebound, and I will create a treasure token. And then I am going to tap the Haunted Ridge and the Blood Crypt to play Lightning Greaves. And I will go to equip Lightning Greaves to Prosper.
Great.
I can see there won't be any responses on your side of the board. Prosper now has Haste and Shroud. Lovely. Okay, so I will swing Prosper at you for 1.
Okay.
And then I will go to my end step. Move that treasure. I will exile the top card of my library, which is a Chaos Warp. And I will pass turn.
I will untap.
Take a deep intake of breath.
I will draw. I will play another forest. Now my issue is you can play that Chaos Warp until the end of your next turn, is that right?
That is correct.
So anything I put out is just going to get Chaos Warped.
If I choose to do it.
Is it permanent? Yeah.
But then you might shuffle in and get an Elder Gargaroth out or Crater Hoof. Who knows? Got the word chaos in the title for.
Try and sugarcoat this.
I'm just saying.
Ugh.
Just take a turn off. Don't worry about it.
Right, I'm gonna cast Toski then. And pass 10.
Okay. I'm going to untap. I'll draw for 10. I will play the red side of a Seer Step Pathway, which I can tap for red mana. Okay, I'm going to tap these 3 for a Jessica's Will.
Okay.
I have my commander out, so I can do both. So I'm going to add 1 red for each card in your hand, which is 5, and exile the top 3 cards in my library, which I can play this turn. To my graveyard. So these are the top 3 cards in my library.
Mm-hmm.
A Merc with Bats, a Toxic Deluge, and a Swamp. I have played a land this turn, so I'm not going to be able to play this Swamp, so I'm going to put that straight over here. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tap the Talisman of Indulgence, the Haunted Ridge, the Blood Crypt. I'm going to sack this treasure token so that I can play Merc with Bats.
Okay.
So I've played this card from exile.
Right.
Zorn's going to see that happen, which means I'm going to create 2 treasure tokens, and Mirkwood Bats is going to have you lose 2 life. I forgot to untap Prosper. I don't think there's much else I can do with this turn. I am going to just go to my end step. Toxic Deluge remains in exile along with the Chaos Warp that I couldn't cast this turn. And then I am going to exile a card with Mystic Arcanum. And it's Lelia, the Blade Reforged. And I'll pass.
Right. Let's untap, draw. Let's play a Rogue's Passage, first of all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, I am going to pay 3 to play an Augur of Autumn. So I can look at the top card of my library anytime. I can play lands from the top of my library. If I control 3 or more creatures with different powers, I can cast creature spells from the top of my library. I'm going to look at the top card of my library. And then I am going to pay 2 to attach the Kite Sail to Toski. Then I will go straight to combat and I will send Toski in the air. Flying Squirrel.
It's a 1/1 flying at me there.
Yeah.
I'll block with my 2/3 flyer.
Okay. And he's indestructible, so just nothing happens. Yeah.
Great.
I forgot you had the Mirkwood.
Yeah, I thought you had.
Okay, yeah, I forgot.
Okay. All done?
Yes.
Lovely. Okay, I'm going to untap and I will draw for turn. I am going to tap these 3 to play Lelia from exile. When I do that, Prosper will see that I've cast a spell from exile, so I will create a treasure token, but Zorn will make that 2 treasure tokens. Mirkwood Bats will trigger and you will lose 2 more life. I am now going to go straight to combat. And I am going to swing Layla and Prosper and Zorn at you. When I attack with Layla, I'm going to exile the top card of my library, which I can play this turn. And whenever I exile anything, she gets a +1 counter. So she is coming at you as a 3/3.
I'm just going to take the damage then.
Okay, the damage you're going to take is 7 altogether. Didn't play a land this turn, so I'm going to play this land from exile. And that is going to create me 2 more treasure tokens. You're also going to lose 2 more life because of the Mirkwood Bats. I am now going to tap 3. 1, 2, 3. To play an Academy Manufacturer. So if I create a clue, food or treasure token, instead I will create 1 of each. I'm going to sack 4 of my treasure tokens. And when I do that, because I've sacrificed a token, you're going to lose 4 more life. To play an Uber Mask, which I know is one of your favourite cards.
Oh, don't. What is it?
You know Super Mask, isn't it? So, if a player would draw a card, they remove that card, well, basically they exile the card, and you can only play that turn. You might remember it from previous games. I am all done and will pass. People can't see your face, so can you explain it?
I'm not talking to you. Right, what does that stupid thing say?
If a player would draw a card, they exile it instead, face up, and then you've only got that turn to play it before it is gone. Everything is basically impulse draw. Right,
well I've drawn Kogler, so I'm just going to put it here for now?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right, I'm going to look at the top card of my library. Okay, that is a land, so I'm going to play the land for turn because of Augur of Autumn. Right. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is pay 4 with X being 3 to play Hurricane. So it's going to deal 3 damage to each creature with flying in each player. kill your Mirkwood bats.
Mirkwood bats will die, and I will lose 3 life.
And so will I. So I think I'm dead on the next turn. I can't do anything about this. Yeah, I mean, even if I block 2 on the next turn, I'm still going to die on the next. I might as well try and get a card and see if it gives me anything. So I'm just going to go straight to combat.
Okay, it's a flying 1/1, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I'll take 1.
Okay, so I'm going to draw a card.
Which goes into exile. I forgot to exile a card with Prosper's ability, so I'm just going to do that now and pop that there. Go to my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am going to untap. Okay, draw for turn. Oh, when I exiled that card with Prosper's ability, I forgot to do that on my last turn. This actually got a +1/+1 counter, because every time I exile a top card on my library, you pay that card this turn, and the card I just drew gets exiled with Uber Mask, and that also will trigger Lelia. Okay, so I'm going to go straight to combat. This is going to swing at you, so is Prosper, so is Zorn, and the Academy Manufacturer as well. When I attack with Lelia, she goes up again, and I exile another card.
So what's the damage?
If you don't block, the total of this will be 6, 9, 10, 11 damage. But you can block 6 of it.
Right, I'll block Lelia with the Augur of Autumn.
Okay, so Augur of Autumn will die, and you will take 5 damage.
Yeah, oh, they're gone. 5 damage.
Yeah. Okay. Haven't played land this turn, so I'm going to play the Drossford Bridge. That will create me 2 treasure tokens with Prosper's ability and Zorn. But also, I will create a food and a clue because of the Academy Manufacturer. God, if that Mirkwood Bats was out, it would be done. So I will play 2 to play the Dream Devourer from exile. There was exile with Uber Mask, that creates me another 2 treasure tokens. That will also create me a food token, another food token. That will also create me another clue token. I'll tap 3 and cast a Darksteel Plate. I will tap 2 and equip the Darksteel Plate to Lelia, so she's now indestructible, and also the artifact that it's giving her indestructibility is indestructible too. I will then pay... No, I think that's everything that I'm going to do this turn. I'm going to go to my end step. I haven't played Poison the Cup from exile, so that remains in exile, and I will exile Grim Hireling with Prosper's ability and pass to you.
Right, I'm dead. There's nothing I can do about this.
You want to shake it up?
Yeah, can't do anything.
Okay. Well done.
I will play a forest for turn and pass.
Draw for turn. I'll play a snow-covered mountain and pass.
I will draw. I'm going to play forest. I'll tap both to put down the Black Blade Reforged and pass the turn.
I'll draw. It's just a snow-covered swamp from me. Your turn.
And draw. I'm going to put down another forest. Then I am just going to pay 1 to put down a basilisk collar as well. Just chucking out trinkets. Right, your turn.
Come on, Voltron. I will play Haunted Ridge. I will tap 3 and cast Captain Lannery Storm. She has haste, she's a 2/2. Whenever she attacks, I create a treasure token. Whenever I sacrifice a treasure token, she gets +1/+0 until the turn, so I'm going to go straight to combat. And when I do that, I create a treasure token. Or you put your glasses on, things are getting serious.
So I can read it.
It's 2 damage.
Okay.
I pass.
And tap my forest. Draw. Legacy pay. Not pay. I'm going to put that down. I will tap 4. And I am going to play Arasta of the Endless Web. And pass the turn.
I am going to untap and draw for turn. Sorry.
If you play that thing,
What, the Uber Mask?
I swear I will.
Okay,
Be
I'll
very
make a
sad.
deal with you. If I don't play the Uber Mask, you can't react to what I'm actually going to play. Rogue's Passage, tap 4, sacrifice the treasure token to play Master of Cruelties.
What's Master of Cruelties?
He's got a first strike and death touch, he's a 1/4. He can only attack alone, but when he does attack alone and isn't blocked, your life total becomes 1.
What?
But he won't assign any combat damage. And I'll pass. What's the silence about?
Can you read the card again, please?
I'd love to. First strike, death touch. Master of Cruelties can only attack alone. When Master of Cruelties attacks a player and isn't blocked, the player's life total becomes 1. Master of Cruelties assigns no combat damage this combat.
Ugh. Right. Then I am going to tap 3 and I'm going to Beast Within.
Solid play. Do you have a beast token for me?
I do have a Beast token, and it's very lucky that I drew that card.
It is very lucky that you drew that card. You're the hero we needed.
I'm just going to pass the turn.
Okay, I'm going to untap and draw. I'm going to play a Snow-Covered Mountain. I am going to tap 4 to cast Prosper. I will not be attacking you this turn, so I'm going to go straight to my end step when I exile the Marionette Master. God, all of the evil cards in my deck are coming out.
Mm-hmm.
That's exiled, and I'll pass.
Yes, they are. Draw. Okay, I'm going to tap 4 instead and play Toski. And that's it.
Okay, I'm going to untap. Draw for 10. I am going to play a Treasure Vault, so I can add colourless or XX sacrifice Treasure Vault to create X treasure tokens. I will tap all my mana to cast the Marionette Master from exile. That will create for me a treasure token using Prosper's Pact Boon ability. So when the Marionette Master came into play, I can either put 3+1/+1 counters on it or create 3 1/1 colourless servo artifact creature tokens. And where an artifact I control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, target opponent will lose life equal to Marionette Master's power. So I'm going to go for the +3 on her. So every time I sacrifice a treasure, you'll lose 4 life. Dun dun dun. I am not looking to attack you, so I'll pass after exiling the top card of my library, which is this card.
Alright, I'm having mana issues here.
In green?
Yes.
Outrageous.
Right, I'm going to tap 2 to play an Arcane Signet. Then I will tap another 2 to attach the Basilisk Collar to Toski.
Okay.
And then I have to go to combat.
Yeah.
I will attack with Toski, who has
Okay.
Death Touch and Lifelink.
I'll just block with... Oh, it's got Death Touch.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I'll just let that through.
Okay. So I'm going to get 1 and draw a card. Then I will helpfully Play a land for turn. And that's it. Pass.
Okay. Right, so I am going to untap, draw for turn. I will play the reverse of this card. So it costs 4 and a red. This is Harmfell Horn of Bounty.
Okay, what is it?
Well, I can discard a card, I exile the top 2 cards in my library, and I can play those cards this turn. I gain a treasure token for doing that. Okay, I'm going to go to combat and swing Captain Nanry's Storm at you, and as she comes at you, she creates a treasure token.
Okay, I will block with Arasta.
Okay, she goes to the graveyard. I am going to discard a Wild Mage Sorcerer using Harmfell Horn of Bounty to exile the top 2 cards in my library. I can play them this turn. So it's a Torment of Hellfire and an Ancient Copper Dragon, neither of which that I can play. I can do a particularly weedy Torment of Hellfire, which would be a bit useless, but it will get me treasure, which is what I need. Right, I'm going to play a particularly weedy Torment of Hellfire. So I will tap 4, 2 of that being black, sacrificing these 3 treasure tokens. When I sacrifice the 3 treasure tokens, you're going to lose 4, 8, 12 life from Marionette Master. And then you need to repeat the following twice. Each opponent loses 3 life unless they sacrifice a non-land permanent or discard a card. By the way, when I do this, this triggers and you get a spider. I'm going to put Ancient Copper Dragon into exile. I'm not going to be able to cast this.
How many times are we doing this?
Twice.
Could I sacrifice the spider that's just been created?
Yeah, I believe that when I cast the instant of sorcery, yes, you absolutely can.
So I can sacrifice the spider, and I could, in theory, discard a card. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely, and not lose any life.
Oh, I don't want to lose any of my cards. Okay, I'm going to have to. I'm going to discard a Blanchwood Armor.
Okay. I just cast a card from exile, so that means I'm going to create a treasure token. Okay, I'm going to go to my end step, exile this top card with Prosper's ability, which is a terminate, and that says I can destroy a creature. It's your turn.
I think I'm going to die to that Marionette Master.
See what you draw.
Nothing that can deal with the Marionette Master. Right, I am going to tap 3 and the Arcane Signet to cast a Sawtusk Demolisher. I'm going to mutate it underneath Toski.
How much does it cost to cast?
4. The mutate cost. So I'm going to destroy target non-creature permanent. I'm going to destroy the Horn of Bounty.
Okay.
Which gives you a beast.
Ooh, lovely. Thank you.
He looks cool. Then I am going to tap my remaining 3 to attach the Black Blade to the mutated Toski. Then I will go straight to combat, and I will attack you with Toski, who's got lots of artifacts attached to him.
How much damage will it be if I don't block?
So he's getting +6 because of the blade, so it would be, he'll be a 7/7 squirrel.
Okay, I'm going to put both the beasts in front of it. They'll both die, and I'll take 1 damage.
So I will gain 1 life because of the lifelink.
You will gain 7 life because of the lifelink.
Oh, that's the full damage. Right. And then I will draw a card. So I'm on 24, and I will draw a card. Yes, because he's got trample. Okay. And then that's it. I can't do anything else.
Okay. Let's see what we can do. Draw a card for 10. So you're on 24, and every time I sacrifice a treasure, I deal 4 damage. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. I've got to create 6 treasure tokens this turn. Right, first thing I'm going to do is tap the snow-covered mountain, the snow-covered swamp, cast Terminate on Arasta from exile.
Okay. Is she destroyed before her...
No, the trick,
thing
you'll still get your
happens?
spider,
Okay.
but she will die. I will create a treasure token. I have 2.
Okay.
I'm going to tap 3 for a professional face breaker. It's got menace, and whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. I am going to go to combat and swing Prosper at you. For 1, it has Death Touch.
I'll throw the spider at it.
Lovely. I haven't played a land for turn. Shadowblood Ridge. I'm going to go to my end step. Oh, Skiffrix. It's a dragon with infect. That's in exile. I will pass, yeah.
Ugh. Just not getting anything.
Says the man with a 7/7, indestructible, death touch, lifelink, squirrel.
I mean,
draws
nothing
cards.
to deal with what's going to...
You'll be out of range of the Marionette Master soon enough, I'm sure. But will you be out of range of the Skiffrix?
Right, I'm going to tap 4 for a Magus of the Order.
Oh, don't like that.
Then I have to attack with Toski.
You do. I'll take the full 7.
Okay. And I will draw because of that. I'm going to, in my post-combat main phase, play an Elvish Mystic and then pass turn.
Okay. Untap. Draw for 10. I'll tap 5 for Skiffrix. When he comes into play, I'll create another treasure token. So Skiffrix is a flying 4/4. I can pay 1 black into it to give it haste. I can pay 2 additional black to regenerate it. It has infect.
Great.
Yeah, it's pretty great. So I am going to sacrifice 1 treasure token. You will lose 4 life because of the Marionette Master. And I will attack you in the air with Skiffrix.
Okay. I am going to, in response, tap the Signet for Fog. So it's not going to deal any combat damage this turn.
That's good stuff.
Okay.
Nice. I wish there was a camera on your face. You look so relieved. Okay, lovely. Then I am going to... Oh, if you knew what cards I was looking at, you'd understand why I was making weird strangled sounds. I'm going to tap these and sacrifice 2 treasure tokens. You lose 8 life. I'm going to cast a Storm Kill an Artist. He gets +1/+0 for each artifact I control. Whenever I cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, I create a treasure token.
Okay.
I'm going to go to my end step. It's a land in exile, and I will pass to you.
Question. Have we
Yeah.
been keeping track of commander damage from Toski? Because he's just hit you for 7
It's 8 so
and
far.
8 before.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
put this just here for commander damage.
Okay. All done?
I am all done. Whoa, this one's close. Although I imagine you don't think it is, because you never think it comes close.
No. Right, let me untap. It's a bit of a mess because of this. Draw. Right. So, first thing I'm going to do is pay green. No, let's do this properly. So I'm going to tap the Elvish Mystic for green, tap the Mages of the Order, and I'm going to sacrifice the Elvish Mystic and the Mages of the Order to search for a green creature card and put it on the battlefield, and then shuffle.
Why do I think King Kong's on the way? You monster.
Might not be. Oh, it might be though.
I'm not trying to play your deck, but I'm like, there's an infect dragon.
Okay, I'm going to put down the Hornet Queen.
Oh. Okay. Well, the comments will be flooded with whether this was the comment, I mean, from the two people watching.
I'm going to go to combat first with Toski. Because I have to.
If I take this, I go 15 commander damage.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to do.
Okay. So
I'm going to 15 commander damage, lose 7. Go down to 15.
I'm going to get 7 on lifelink and draw a card. Oh, that's annoying.
Nobody likes it when a green player looks at hundreds of lands they've got and goes, oh, that's annoying, can't cast this turn. Scary.
Okay, post combat, I'm going to just pay 3 to put down Ronus's Monument. And that's our pass turn.
Okay, I'm going to untap. I am going to draw for turn. First thing I'm going to do is play this land from exile.
Okay.
Which will create a treasure token. The Blood Crypt is going to come into play. Hold on. Tapped.
Okay.
I am going to tap these 4. I'm going to play a Spiteful Banditry where X is 2, so I'm going to deal 2 damage to each creature.
Oh, in response, I am going to tap 2 for Heroic Intervention.
Just remembered you have it as I did it.
Okay.
Well, it's out of your hand.
Yeah.
Whenever one or more creatures your opponents control die, I'll create a treasure token.
Okay.
I am going to tap these and sacrifice a treasure, you lose 4 life.
Okay.
To cast a Commune with Lava. I'm going to exile the top X cards of my library until the end of my next turn. I can play those cards. So I'm going to leave that on the board with these 2 cards underneath. 2 lands. So those are there in exile. I'll get my exile coin.
Okay.
And then I'm going to pass to the end of my turn, exiling this card. Reveling Riches. Would have been great if I had lots of treasures. 10 treasures, you win the game, but every time a creature dies, I also gain the treasure. So I've got 2 things now that are getting me treasures when creatures die.
Oh, okay.
That's all I can do. I will pass it up to you.
Okay.
No more just taking Toski hits to the face. Next one would kill me.
Good. Okay, so I'm going to draw for turn. Right, okay. Let's do this. So I'm going to tap all 7. And because of the Ronus's Monument, it's 1 less, I'm going to cast it.
Oh no!
Beam off!
Not the Crater Hoof win! How common! So basic.
When he enters, all the creatures are going to get trample and +X, which is 4, 5, 6. So everything's getting +6 and trample. And then I am just going to... Oh, hang on. And something's going to get +2, which I will give to Toski.
So I need to block as much as I can over here. I'm pretty sure I'm dead, but let's just talk it through.
Okay.
4, 8, that's 11. So I would still take 5 from there. Yeah, I'm done. It's done.
Yay.
Yay, well done. Great game. It was a very good game. I went back and forth. Okay, so that means it's 1-1, and this is a best of 3 format. So let's go for game 3.
Right, your turn.
Okay, I'm going to draw for turn.
Okay.
Snow-covered mountain, pass.
I will draw. I'll play a forest, and then I will tap said forest for Fintorn Elves and pass the turn.
I will draw a card. I'll play a snow-covered swamp. I will tap both for an arcane signet, and I'll pass.
I'll draw. I will play a forest. Then I will.
That was the sound.
Sorry. Pass.
Draw. Play a Sulphurous Springs. Tap for black. Or for red. I will tap these 3 for an Academy Manufacturer. I will pass.
I'll play a forest. Then I will tap all 4 for Toski. Pass turn.
I'll untap and draw. I will tap 4 and play Prosper. I will pass. Oh, sorry, I've completely forgotten the reason Prosper exists. I'll exile the Skiffrix.
Draw. Right. I am going to play a forest. Then I'm going to tap 3 for a Reclamation Sage. So when it comes in, it's going to destroy target artifact or enchantment. I'm going to destroy the Academy Manufacturer.
Smart moves.
Yeah, smart cookie. And then I will go to combat. I have to use Toski.
Okay, I'll block with Prosper.
Okay, and pass turn.
Okay. I'm going to play a swamp. I'm going to tap out for Skiffrix. And because I cast something from exile whilst Prosper is around, I gain a treasure. And I will swing Prosper at you.
Okay, I will take the 1.
I'll go to my end step and I will exile this card, which is a land, with Prosper and pass.
Oh dear, I need to do something about Skiffrix, don't I? Okay, I'm going to play a forest for turn. Then it's not going to help me this turn, but I will pay 4 for the Magus of the Order. Then I will just go to combat again and use Toski.
I'll block with Skiffrix.
Okay, and then I will pass the turn.
Okay. I'll untap and draw. I'm going to play the land from exile, and that's going to create me another treasure token. So I now have 2. Okay, I'm going to tap 3 and pay 3 life. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do Toxic Deluge where X is 3, so everything gets -3, -3.
Question.
Yeah.
Could I use her sacrifice ability, or is it not until my next turn?
Not until your next turn because it's got Summoning Sickness.
Then that's a shame, isn't it?
Not for me, but it is a shame for you.
So they're all going to die.
Yes. Including Toski.
So he's going to go back to the command zone.
Okay, so these have both got -3, -3 as well to the end of turn. Tap these 2 and sacrifice a treasure token to cast an Inspiring Statuary to attack you with Skiffrix. It won't do any damage to you, but it will deal your first poison counter.
Okay.
And we'll represent that with this.
Why is he not dealing any damage?
Because
it's in the form of poison
yeah,
counters.
it deals damage to creatures in the form of poison counters.
Okay.
Okay, I am done.
I think unless I'm top decking something, I'm going to die to poison counters. Really can't do much of anything really. I can play a Beast Whisperer, but that's it.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Draw a card. Remember, I love you very much. Master of Cruelties. I will go to combat. I will swing Skiffrix at you. It will do 4 poison counters. I forgot to exile a card last turn with Prosper, and it was this land, which I will cast, because I'm going to cast a land for turn, which will create treasure tokens. Just 1. I am going to just pass and exile this top card of my library, which is a cut.
How is that not banned in this format? Master of Cruelties.
The reason being that you have to attack with him on his own. He has to deal combat damage. It hasn't got any evasion. It hasn't got a way of protecting itself.
Stop making excuses. Right, I'm paying 3 for an Augur of Autumn. So I'm going to draw a card because of the trigger from the Beast Whisperer, and then I'm going to look at the top card, which is going to stay there. I'll play a land for turn, which is a Rogue's Passage. Can't do anything else. That's it.
Okay. I'm going to untap and draw. I'm going to tap 1 and play a Viridian Longbow. So I can equip it for 3 and it gives a creature tap. This creature deals 1 damage to target creature or player. I am going to tap 3 and put the Viridian Longbow onto Prosper. I am going to go to combat. I'm going to attack these 2. I'm going to cast Cut onto your Beast Whisperer. I am then going to pass to my end step, exiling the command tower. And your turn.
Right, unless I pull something that kills Skiffrix or has reach, I am dead. Yeah, I don't think. Look at the top card. Okay, it's a land, so I'll play it for turn. But I don't think I am going to be able to do anything that's going to save me. I'm going to pay 4 to harmonise. 1, 2, 3. No, I don't think there's anything I can do. No, there's nothing. I can't save myself in this scenario.